Hi, this is Dara McDonald, and I am here to discuss with you about going green and why you should care. Going green activities involve protect, conserve, and replenish the planet Earth. And in part, it includes recycling, conservation, and environmental awareness. Globalization is making the Earth a much smaller place to live, and it is affecting the lives of people and of animals, plants, and ecosystems. In 1800, the U.S. Census Bureau determined that there were 1 billion people on Earth. And again in 1922, it had risen to 2 billion. By the year of 2000, it had gone up to 6 billion. And it is estimated by the year 2050, there will be over 9 billion people on the planet. That is a lot of people, and what we're doing as a global footprint for each person. We just have to stop what we're doing now and think about what we're doing and just make some small changes for each and every one of us will have a huge impact on our future and the future generations of children, grandchildren, and those to come. Going green is not just about the planet and the ecosystem. It's also about improving your overall health, padding your wallet, and improving your quality of life. These things are crucial nowadays. You have to think about what you're doing. Finances are all tight, and you just have to think about your overall health. Real food is food for the body and for the planet. For instance, locally, seasonal, and organic food is just to buy locally, you get it fresher, it tastes better, and it will improve your overall health to purchase organic food. You have to think about what pesticides and so forth are being used. They cannot just be washed off with water and soap. Pesticides get down into the food and you are ingesting those, which can have adverse effects on your health. Basically, the other thing is, as far as buying locally, for instance, this orange came from California. Can you imagine how many greenhouse gas emissions were emitted coming from California, as opposed to this same orange could have been purchased from Florida, and what the difference between getting an orange from California to North Carolina or getting an orange from Florida to North Carolina. Big difference. So we need to think about what we're putting into our body and to eat whole foods, about the processing of foods as well. This is costing energy and it's costing money, and it basically is costing our health as well. For instance, the cost of electricity is rising, both in dollar amounts and environmental impact on the earth. For instance, America's used 60% of their energy is produced from coal burning facilities. Coal burning facilities are smelly, nasty, inefficient. They also produce smog, acid rain, global warming, and air toxins. For instance, on an average year, a coal burning facility produces 3,700,000 tons of carbon dioxide, which is the leading cause of global warming. It also produces 10,000 tons of sulfur dioxide, which is acid rain, which can destroy forests, buildings, and lakes. And again, another 500 tons of airborne particles, which is majorly affecting our overall health. So, why should we recycle? Well, what are we putting into our landfills? What we put into our landfills, we're not taking back out. We need to think about what we're putting into them. For example, battery and electronic components give off toxic chemicals which can leak down into the groundwater, which can then, the groundwater is going from the ground up into your tap water. There's no 100% way to remove all the toxins out of groundwater to get it through your tap. So what do next? You go out and you buy bottled water. Well, then you have this great plastic bottle that you've got it in, but you've got good water. So what are you going to do with the bottle? You're going to throw it back into the landfill. Let me show you some examples of why we should recycle this bottle. For instance, every 1 ton of paper that you recycle, just 1 ton of paper, can make 7,000 gallons of water, 380 gallons of oil, enough electricity to power an average house for 6 months. Also, just recycling one aluminum can, you can run your television set for 6 hours of the energy that produces. Just one aluminum can. Also, one glass bottle, you can burn a 100-watt light bulb for over 4 hours. Once our landfills fill up, what do? They go out and purchase new landfills in the community. I don't know about you, but having a bunch of landfills is not what I want in my community. So we really need to think about what we're putting into the landfills, what we're taking out of the earth, and what we are doing as individuals to give back to the earth. So going green is just so crucial and is so important. It is going to have benefits beyond what you know today, but there's just lasting benefits for the health of the earth, for future generations, for children, grandchildren, and so forth. So just think about what you're doing. Also, a lot of the material and information I got today, I got off a couple of websites, which is www.gogreeninitiative.org, and as well www.planetgreen.discovery.com. These gave me some great information to do my speech with today, and as well can give you some great information to look to for what you can do to make an impact on the future and to go green. I hope everybody decides to go green tomorrow and just do something to change your pattern. Thank you. Have a great day.